Today, I'm showing you everything that you need to know about the Star Wars Vintage Hoth Ice Planet made in 1980, so you can buy the one you want for the price that you want. Don't make the mistakes that I made. So let's go. Welcome back to the journey, and yes, today I'm taking you through everything that you need to know about the Hoth Ice Planet made from Kenner in 1980. 2 years earlier, in 1978, for the original Star Wars movie, now called A New Hope, there was a playset called the Land of the Jawas action playset. The background was made of cardboard, which depicted a sandcrawler. The base is made from a hard molded brown plastic. And take note of the features, because the Hoth Ice Planet will have these same features. A cave, a battle area where you can place action figures on it for simulated battles, and this escape pod. And also, notice these tire tracks. Fast forward to 1980.
An all-terrain walker! It's invaded Hoth!
From Kenner's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection, new Hoth Ice Planet that you put together.
In the Hoth Ice Planet, we see the same molded plastic base, but now in white. Notice the tracks, the cave, the battle zone for simulated action, and there is a divot where the escape pod was, but now replaced with a gray radar dish, which should not be confused with the standalone radar laser cannon issued by Kenner in 1982. The version I have is a mint-in sealed box in the Return of the Jedi packaging. The Hoth Ice Planet backdrop is a heavy cardboard rendition of the AT-AT. This was first seen as a concept model that made its way to a retail catalog for the Australian Toll Toys company, and this same concept model was shown on the 31 Empire Strikes Back card backs as a promotional photo. When this was released in 1980, it came in the Empire Strikes Back packaging, showing a scene with Han Solo in Hoth outfit with 3 other Rebel soldiers in Hoth battle gear, fighting against 4 Imperial stormtroopers in Hoth battle gear. The top and sides of the box show similar images and shows a child playing with the playset as well as a close-up of the radar dish. This box was updated later that year to include a yellow special offer sticker, and it included an Imperial Stormtrooper in Hoth battle gear. In 1981, Sears Canada offered a similar offer, but it included 3 free figures. It should also be noted that the same base mold would be used for a Sears exclusive release called the Rebel Command Center. This version changed the cardboard background to be a Rebel Hoth base. It had all of the same features, but excluded the radar dish, but it included 3 free figures. In 1980, the Hoth Ice Planet retailed for $10.95. A steep price back then for a playset made out of cardboard mostly. So let's take a look at the features of this playset. It came with a cardboard insert, 2 bags of parts, the white plastic base, and the cardboard AT-AT, which came in 4 parts. This also came with the instruction sheet and an Empire Strikes Back catalog. Inside the plastic baggies came these parts: 1 snapper arm, 1 action button, 1 action lever, 1 action stand, 2 elevator guide rails, 1 snapper cap, 4 pegs, the elevator piece that comes in 2 parts, the front and the rear elevator platform. The radar dish came in 5 parts: 1 radar dish, 2 turret pieces, and 2 base pieces. You have to be extremely careful when assembling the cardboard, as these parts are over 40 years old. Following the instructions here is super key, and you can find the instructions online if you don't have the paper ones that it came with. Carefully folding the cardboard and inserting the folds into the designated slots, you have to be really careful not to fray the ends or force them in if you want to display these items properly. Also, most of the time in the wild, these can get dusty and dirty. Using canned air can get most of the dust off, and if you have to wipe off any dirt or grime, use alcohol-free wipes, and make sure to then wipe this off with the fiber-free cloth to get any excess moisture off. You can wash the plastic base in warm water with a drop of fragrance-free dish soap and wipe off any excess water from the crevices, and let this air dry away from sunlight for at least 24 hours. When the piece is fully assembled, it looks great on display and stands at about 12 inches tall, 10.5 inches deep, and 17 inches wide. You can use the elevator to bring figures up and down from the AT-AT. You can use the cave to hide your R2 unit. And using the action levers, you can place 2 figures on the action stands and by turning the action lever, simulate battle features. The radar dish goes into the divot and can slide around this area, with the radar dish being able to swivel around and move up and down. Even though the AT-AT itself looks like a weird creature from Space Invaders and not a true one-to-one representation of the true AT-AT, I can see what the toy engineers at Kenner were going for. When they released the first wave of toys in 1977, they were already behind schedule, as the licensing agreement would not be made until just before the movie was released in May of 1977, and the toys would not hit the shelves until early 1978. So because of this, Kenner wanted to make sure they had the toys on the shelves when the Empire Strikes Back movie was released. And by reusing the same molds and play features of the Land of the Jawas playset, that ensured that this would limit production times and distribution times to get to the stores. You can find the Hoth Ice Planet being sold at various places for average prices of about $120 for a complete set in good condition, and complete in box for about $200 in good condition, all the way up to about $400 and above for mint in sealed boxes, depending on condition. I got mine from an auction on Facebook from Michael Havens on the Imperial Commissary group for $200. So let's go ahead and cross this off our list, and we get one more playset closer from completing the entire playset run from Kenner. And if you want to get your hands on this collecting sheet, go to my website, thepadawancollector.com. It's always great to collect these vintage items and have a ton of fun doing it. But it's also great to understand the history of these toys and the stories behind them. And if you're looking to buy or sell one of these, it's also good to know all the parts and accessories and the paperwork that came with them. Like I said, so you can either buy or sell these items for the right price. And let me place this custom Baby Wampa figure that I got from my friends over at thenext17.com. And if you want to enhance your vintage Star Wars collection with figures that were never made in the original run, and you want that vintage Kenner look, thenext17.com is the place that you want to go. They make so many cool figures that will make your vintage dioramas look epic, and they fit right in with that Kenner vintage style. Visit thenext17.com to get your hands on some quality made custom figures. So let me know what you thought of the Hoth Ice Planet that I got, and also let me know if you learned anything new. And if you have any information to add for us Padawans, please leave it down there in the comments. And next week, I take you through how I got this playset, the 1983 Jabba the Hutt Dungeon Action playset. And this one is special because I got it when I went to a toy convention in Nashville at the ICCC. And I take you through a behind-the-scenes look at what it takes to be a toy seller at one of these conventions. So come back next episode for the history of this toy and a behind-the-scenes look. And if you found this video interesting, please hit that like button. And also consider subscribing if you want to see the entire journey. And to support me on a higher level and make these videos possible, please consider joining my Patreon group and get some amazing perks. And if you want to keep the support right here on YouTube, please hit that join button and join the Academy for some amazing perks as well. I thank all my community members. Without your support, these videos would not be possible. And as always, my friends, thank you, and I will see you next time. I don't use the word cute that often, but that Baby Wampa, it's cute. I don't know, I just feel weird saying the word cute. Like, what should I say instead? Leave a comment on what you think I should use instead of the word cute. All right, I'll see you guys next time.
If you're new to the channel, check out the welcome video, or just check out the next episode. And please subscribe if you want to follow the journey. And remember, there is no shame in being a Padawan.